Thank you. We're going to be back in order. Took the break for a couple of reasons. One, to do some research on the law. The other was to consult with the board's county attorney, Miss Ashley Brody, and did speak with her. The bottom line is that Georgia law does not allow a board of assessors. It does not authorize the Board of Assessors to make any exception to the window of appeal period. That appeal period is set by statute, and we are simply not authorized to make an exception to that. There's no provision in the law that allows us to do it. I think that's part of ensuring subjectivity and fairness and impartiality in assessments. There's all sorts of rules and regulations in the assessment rules and regulations that don't make sense to a lot of us, that aren't fair. My property went up by almost $200,000. So it's not that I don't understand it, I do. And I'm empathetic to it. But this board is simply not authorized to do it. Is there any discussion on it, or does anyone believe this needs to be taken into executive session?
That's all I needed to hear. I tried, everybody. Can't say I didn't try.
Hey, can you put in a request to be able to do this online?
I definitely believe that the board can look at adopting that policy that Mr. Davis mentioned would have to do to receive them by email, which I assume could mean a process online as well. The reassessment is underway. I mentioned earlier, over 25% has been completed. So I know that, this board has done everything it can to ensure that the office adheres to Georgia code regulations. I cannot and will not take action that goes directly contrary to what the county attorney has advised. I can't do it.
I just meant for the future.
For the future, absolutely. Yes.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Glosson. Ms. Schroeder, I think you had your hand up first. If you'd like to come back to the microphone, we'll give you a couple of minutes.
Yes, just to mention, when you're in the last minute, like it happened to all of us, I go exactly by what I have in the paper. The paper didn't have a time. The paper didn't had that date. So I was not as objective I thought I would have been if it wasn't so close that date. But in my case, I did it by fax. That was not included in the last conversation, but Davis told me that he believes that that's also in the same realm as the electronic form.
Right.
But in my case, it was not. I believe that I had met the date.
I understand, and I did, to be clear, I did specify between each person's particular situation in the electronic submission in general and submission after hours for the deadline was discussed. And in that same fashion, if there's not a policy adopted, we are not authorized to take it. What I suspect is that had your email been received by Mr. Goodman during business hours that day, he probably would have called you and said, hey, we don't accept these. You need to go run to the post office and send an original in the mail, or you need to come to the office.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. We do appreciate your input.
Thank all of you. Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was just curious because I wasn't trying to appeal.
Come to the microphone if you don't mind.
Yeah, I was curious because you were saying, speaking lawyer about the appeal, but
I'm sorry, the same.
Oh, so
the-
in conservancy, if you're trying to get
It
in
is.
conservancy, that there's nothing that can be done there either? That's just,
Because it's past the deadline, there's nothing that authorizes this board to accept it. No, sir.
You can come back next year and apply.
Are there any other public comments?
That's wrong. This is wrong.
Are there any other public comments? All right, do I have a motion to go into executive session?
Make a motion to go into executive
Is there
session.
a second? Okay. We're going to stay in here for the executive session, and we'll be about 10 minutes.